If you do go on to enjoy today's video, please remember to hit that like button and of course subscribe for more content. And if you need any coins for Ultimate Team to get a head start on the game, head to the link in the description. Use the code TVM for a discount at checkout. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to a brand new video. 88 rated Harry Kane with a Hunter. 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, high work rate, 6'2". Last year this card would have been absolutely awful. We wouldn't have been able to use it because of how the meta was. This FIFA, bit of a different story, especially when you consider that at the moment I don't think there is really a quote-unquote meta. I think that every player is somewhat usable, and of course that may change as we get promos and different higher rated cards and what have you, but for right now every card has its strength, and Harry Kane's strength is quite literally that. Strength and heading. He is very good in the air. He's very good at holding off defenders and laying it off for the overlapping wingers and so on. And of course, if he gets anywhere near the goal, his finishing is unreal. 94 finishing. He can put anything away. Of course, the only problem with the card really is the fact that he's not mobile at all. He has no legs whatsoever. 68 pace, 66 acceleration, 69 sprint speed. That is not very good at all. Now, you'll hear a lot of people say that pace is so important this year, but for strikers, for me personally, it isn't right now. You can get by with someone like this, like Harry Kane. Only once have I ever seen him lose a foot race, and that's not because he's that quick or anything. It's just that when he's got the ball, he's quick enough. And then if someone does go shoulder to shoulder, he's got more than enough strength to muscle them off. Only once did I see him lose a foot race in the, 30-odd games that I've played with him so far. So I'm not going to say that Harry Kane is lightning quick, because he's not. But he's not that slow, really. He's faster than James Rodriguez, and I love James Rodriguez. So, take it with a pinch of salt. I just think for certain positions you can get away with slow players because they're not really that slow. Hopefully EA don't change anything about this gameplay, because at the moment it is very rewarding. If you can learn how to defend, you can learn how to attack, you can definitely get the best out of it, and it is a lot of fun. Now, I know a lot of people are going to go against me there, and if you're losing a lot of games, you're obviously naturally going to say, no, I don't like it, but that's just because you're losing games. We've got Greenwood and St. Maximin up top. Greenwood's review is actually going to be probably out either late today or early tomorrow. St. Maximin's already out, of course. I'm working on Tellez as well, because that guy's just moved to Manchester United. There is a Porto version in the game, of course. That's the one we've got right now. Hopefully, the Man United version gets a once-to-watch card. We'll have to wait and see what happens there, though. With that being said, let's get into the clips. You're going to see an awful lot of assists, but you're going to see an awful lot of goals as well. Now, the reason you'll see a lot of assists from Harry Kane is really because that's what he's used for in this squad. He does score a lot of goals, don't get me wrong, but he does assist a lot as well. And that's due to his stature, his strength, and the way that I play. So Gareth Bale plays it into Kane here, and this is the kind of situation where Kane is going to thrive. It's in and around the penalty area where he doesn't need to use his pace. We don't need pace in this situation. All we need is a bit of sensibility. Is that the right word? Probably not. But basically, what you want to do is not try and run through everyone like from there. Give it to someone who has legs, like St. Maximin, because he has the pace. When you try and run with Harry Kane, he's not going to feel super slow, but he is going to get caught, and you're not going to be able to skin players. But what you are going to be able to do on the edge of the area is things like that. He has got very good ball control. His reactions, his composure, they're all really up there into the high 90s, or at least into the 90s. And then in and around this area here, Guendouzi looking for the ball, waiting for it. There he is, on the edge of the area. You're able to use that L1 dribble to be able to make the space for yourself, send him back on a run, and bang. It's a joy to use him. Now, I'm not saying he's the best striker in the game, because I haven't used all the strikers in the game, but he's one of my favourites right now. He is very useful. You don't need these top-class 90-paced players time and time again. Like, your front three doesn't need to be just 90 pace, 90 pace, 90 pace. You can get away with someone who's a little bit slower, more capable of holding up the ball and scoring goals from any which angle he decides. Now, it is a shame that his skill moves are a little bit on the low side at 3, but of course, are you really going to be able to get away with doing skills with a 6'2" player with hardly any ability? I'm not sure. A lot of these clips are going to be co-op, by the way. Not all the games I played were co-op, but I've been enjoying it, and I've been playing a little bit of it. This is typical Harry Kane. Van de Beek gets in there, and Kane decides, do you know what? You're not doing that because I can't do it, so you're not going to do it. I honestly, for a second, I thought he was going to try and steal the ball and score his own goal. But you know what Harry Kane's like. If someone scores a goal, he's going to try and claim it. St. Maximin juggling into the penalty area, lofts it in, and then Harry Kane is there to turn it goalwards on the volley, going away from goal with the weak foot, and he scores it. I mean, there's just no stopping him. He's really, really good in front of goal. Good awareness there to play it into Greenwood, and a nice finish from Greenwood. Like I said, the review for him either tonight or early tomorrow. And again, I know I'm playing co-op. Hopefully you guys don't mind me playing co-op. I mean, at the end of the day, I am still using the cards. We're still playing the game. It's just that some of the clips may not actually be me that does it. But I kind of like that, you know, because it kind of gives you guys another perspective. It's someone else using the card and someone else scoring goals or getting assists or whatever it may be. So you'll be able to tell that it's not just me that's abusing him because I've got someone else on the same team who are scoring the same type of goals and doing the same type of things. Overall, I must admit, and I didn't expect to say this, he is a very, very good player that I really, really enjoyed. Packed him untradeable from a 2-player pack, and I honestly thought, well, I'll give him a little go and I'll see how good he is. But more often than not, I thought, well, he's just going to go into an SBC at some point down the line. But I don't think he will. I think he might stay in the team for quite a while because he's a very, very good, capable player who scores an awful lot of goals, gets his fair share of assists, and is quite literally an immovable object on the ball. You can't sort of muscle him off it. He's always going to be in and around in there for contention. He is slow. I won't sugarcoat it and say that, you know, the pace doesn't really matter because he is slow. And that, you know, if you're not playing if you give him the ball and he's sort of further up the field, you know, closer toward that halfway line, you are going to need to pass it. You are going to need to maybe use the lock on, or just send him on a run, see if you can get in behind, or maybe just try and intricately work your way through, or just use him as a facilitator. So the pace and the mobility can be an issue. Things like drag backs are almost non-existent with him, but to be fair, I don't really see a lot of people doing them a lot lately. Same with myself. I don't really do them a lot anymore. So all in all, I think it's a good card, and it's very cheap right now as well. 30,000 coins for an 88 rated player. Even if you pick this guy up and played with him and thought, yeah, he's alright, but he's nothing special, I think that's a decent investment for the future anyway. Once they start releasing SBCs for players that require sort of 84, 85 rated teams, these type of cards are going to be really, really expensive. Just look back to FIFA 20. How much was an 88 rated card? A lot more than 25k, that's for sure. Let me know what you think of Harry Kane in the comment section down below. If you have enjoyed the review, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Join the Betting Rebellion and find out what your football knowledge is really worth.